I'm just kidding, I've been lifting mad weights and my forearm's on fire.
Banana bang boys. Banana bang boys.
Hey, it's Fred! And I'm gonna go grocery shopping!
I feel like I know them. You've probably said it. Maybe about a YouTuber whose videos you've watched for years. A live streamer you hang out daily and chat. Or a pop star whose lyrics felt like they're straight from your heart. But here's the thing. They don't know you. At all. This is what psychologists calls a parasocial relationship.
What the? You are so awesome! Hello, chat. This is literally chat. This is you. This is you here. Bro, it is so. This is great.
A one-sided emotional bond between a viewer and a media figure. And in this hyper-connected, content-saturated world we're in, these relationships are no longer the exception. They are the norm. So understanding these one-sided interactions is important because they have an impact on our social environment. Coined in 1956 by sociologists Donald Horton and Richard Hall, the term parasocial relationship originally describes the one-sided bonds that viewers formed with on-screen personalities, like news anchors or talk show hosts. Back then, it was mostly a passive experience. Viewers tuned in once a day or once a week. There was no interactions, no comment sections, no live streams. And yet, even with just a face on the screen, people still felt a sense of intimacy. But in the era of social media, streaming, and a plethora of content, it has taken on a whole new meaning of a parasocial relationship. Now a parasocial relationship comes in many forms. Someone becomes emotionally attached to a public figure, celebrity, influencer, even fictional characters, despite there being no real interaction. And that is because we're not just watching. We are liking, subscribing, commenting, supporting, donating, and even messaging, which gives the illusion of closeness. Even friendship. It feels personal, but it's not mutual, and yet it feels so real. Why is that? At the core of parasocial relationships is a basic human truth, if I can say so. Humans are wired to socialize. Our brains are developed to respond emotionally and socially to the people around us. In today's digital world, these instincts haven't changed at all, but the way they're triggered has. Our brains naturally form bonds with people we see and hear regularly, especially when media figures are looking into the camera, opening about their lives, or speaking directly to us. In many ways, our brains don't fully distinguish between a real and a virtual interaction, because either way, our brain interprets it as a social interaction. Watching your favorite streamer every night, it activates the same bonding mechanisms as hanging out with a friend. You laugh when they do something funny, you are sad when they open up about their mental health or daily struggles, you are happy when things go well for them. For many people, especially those experiencing lonely, socially anxious, or isolated parasocial relationships, can be a getaway to connection. Imagine someone struggling with depression who finds hope in a podcaster's vulnerability, or a teen who feels like an outcast at school but finds community in a Twitch chat, or someone far from home who watches daily vlogs just to feel less alone. In these cases, a parasocial relationship can be a lifeline, a way to feel part of something, to be emotionally nourished without the risk of rejection. They also offer consistency. Real people might cancel plans or move away, but your favorite creator, they post almost every day. It shows that these relationships can be positive. While parasocial relationships can be harmless or even helpful, they can also spiral into it being unhealthy. One is unrealistic expectations. Fans may begin to expect more from creators than it is fair or healthy. They might get upset when a YouTuber doesn't reply to comments, or when a media figure takes a break.
That's my bad.
Some even feel betrayed when a creator enters a romantic relationship, breaks character, or makes a mistake. The logic goes, I've supported you, I care about you. I spent money on you. Why don't you care about me? But that emotional closeness is one way. The creator doesn't know your name, your face, your life, and yet the illusion of mutuality can lead to entitlement, disappointment, and even harassment. Sometimes these feelings can also lead to obsessive behavior, like tracking their every move or attacking them. Because of this, creators often walk a delicate tightrope. Second is exploitation by design. Not all parasocial relationships are organic. In many cases, they're encouraged, if not engineered, by platforms and creators for engagement. Creators may call fans family or encourage love bombings in the form of likes, comments, and donations. Some influencers sell shoutouts, DMs, or private messages for a price, turning parasocial relationship into currency. And this point leads to the monetization of parasocial relationships. We can't ignore the fact that some creators, celebrities, or influencers take advantage of parasocial relationships for profit.
That's all merch, link in bio.
When creators have names for their fanbase, share personal struggles, or market parasocial relationships through paid subscriptions, branded product, it can blur the lines even more. It also risks emotional manipulation, especially if the fans believe that their relationship is reciprocal. When they make a product or a subscription system based on the brand, fans will buy the product, not because it is good or bad, but only because of the media figure themselves. And this raises ethical questions. Where is the line between authenticity and manipulation? How much should you share to grow an audience, and how much is too much? So, are parasocial relationships bad? Not necessarily. Like most things online, they exist on the spectrum. They can be comforting, inspiring, and even life-saving, but they can also become unhealthy, entitled, and exploitative. The key is awareness. If someone finds joy in a content, great, but check in with yourself. Are you investing more life in them than the real life relationships? Do you feel hurt if they don't respond or change? Or are you idealizing them in ways that are unrealistic? Parasocial relationships are part of our media ecosystem now. They're simply a reflection of our human desire to connect. Just don't forget, the most important relationship you have is still the one with yourself and the people who know your name when the screen turns off. Don't lose yourself in someone else's story.